Stars in Their Eyes. Please welcome your host, Matthew Kelly. To Stars in Their Eyes, where every Saturday night is a musical opening night for our star guests. Why can't real life be more like Broadway? In musicals, people don't have fights, they just have bigger dance numbers. It's much safer. Imagine downtown Los Angeles, two gangs face each other. Do they pull weapons? No! They click their fingers at each other. Bet you're scared now, aren't you? The only injury you get is repetitive strain injury. Yeah, sometimes music can be very scary, especially if you're first through those doors, like star guest number one.
My name is Rachel Scott and I come from Burnham-on-Crouch in Essex. I work as a temp in London. I've been temping for about 2 years now. Burnham-on-Crouch is famous for its sailing. It's a good way to escape from having worked in the busy city. It's just nice to be able to come out, relax, enjoy the sea air. A couple of years ago, my mum and I, we did a sponsored bike ride across Israel, also abseiled down a large building in Chelmsford nearby for charity. I've always enjoyed singing. I've never sung professionally. Last time I sang in front of a big audience was at my brother's wedding a few years ago, and I sang Ave Maria, which was really, really good fun. I had no idea I would get on the show. Quite a shock. My family just can't believe it.
And if they can't believe that, they won't believe the transformation we're giving Rachel Scott. Now, Rachel, I know you've got a great musical background. You play some instruments. Tell us what you play.
I do. I play clarinet, bit of guitar, penny whistle.
Well, you did say in the film that you sang in your brother's wedding, Ave Maria. Now, is that a clue to the person that you're going to be?
No, not at all. I didn't want to sing soprano. I always wanted to sing rock. So I used to smoke and smoke and smoke like a chimney, hoping I'd get a rock voice. And then after a lot of nagging from my mum a couple of years ago, I packed up and my voice broke, so I now have the rock voice that I've always wanted.
You see, the smoking doesn't do you any good, I'm telling you. This was a public health warning. So tell me something more about this person, Rachel.
OK, she's the lead singer in a band called the Black Hearts. She was in a film called Light of Day with Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
And she's famous for her love of black leather.
Black leather. Now they're excited. Tell us who you're going to be, Rachel.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Joan Jett.
Joan Jett! Put another dime in the jukebox as tonight, singing live, Rachel Scott is Joan Jett!
singing that same old song. Yeah, with me. Singing I love rock and roll. So put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. So come and take your time and dance with me. I love rock and roll. So put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. So come and take your time and dance with. I love rock and roll. So put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. So come and take your time and dance with. I love rock and roll. So put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. So come and take your time and dance with me.
Did you see what you did to that audience? They're all going like this, and some of them are way too young to remember, and some of them are way too old to be doing it. What happened to that innocent girl that we met only 2 minutes ago? Look at your poor mother. She's going, ooh, what did I do? Well done, it was fantastic, that. Ladies and gentlemen, Rachel Scott as Joan Jett. Joan may love rock and roll, but it's fair to say our next star changed rock and roll forever and changed himself in the process. He's had many different faces. Now here comes another one. Star guest number 2.
My name is Tony Perry, and I come from Benfleet in Essex. I live with my wife Tanya and my 2 boys, Harry and Stefan. I had my own business for about 12 years, and I gave that up when both the boys were born. My wife's a teacher, and we decided that she had the most secure of the 2 jobs, so I stayed at home and she went to work. And I've been doing that now for 6 years, 7 years, and it's hard. And I really didn't know what hit me. Washing, cooking, cleaning, picking the children up from school, hoovering, washing the dog. How you doing? Initially, when I went to toddler group, I was the only dad ever invited to the coffee mornings. Yeah, good.
Mum, how
got
was the
tea?
guitar lessons?
Chicken in French country sauce. I couldn't quite believe it when I got on the show. I know everybody says that, but it's true.
If you can't stand the kitchen, get into the heat. And here to do it is Tony Perry. Now, I know we all know it can't be easy to be a house husband, but I know for you there was a defining moment when you realised you'd made it.
I think it finally hit home when I found myself sewing up a peg bag and enjoying it.
I can understand.
It was a floral one as well.
A floral
peg bag. Yeah.
Lovely. Being a house husband, I know it takes up a lot of time, but does it give you enough time to look after your personal appearance?
I get a lot of stick about my hair because I do tend to spend a lot of time looking after it.
What's the worst thing you've ever done?
Probably the worst thing I've ever done, my wife went into labour with our first little boy, and I had a shower when her labour started. My hair was wet and I had to dry it before we went to the hospital.
These things are important. You could have caught a cold.
That's
couldn't
right,
you?
yeah, I could have caught a
Bless.
cold, yeah.
So what about the person that you're going to be tonight? What kind of hair does he have?
Well, the reason I chose the person I'm going to be tonight is because he's got a smashing haircut.
Tell me a bit more about this person.
The person I'm going to be tonight, he changed his surname very early on in his career because it was the same as one of the Monkees.
Right.
He won an Outstanding Achievement Award in 1996 for his contribution to music, and he recently became a dad again at 53.
Tell us who you're going to be tonight, Tony.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be David Bowie.
David Bowie! Major Tom comes back to earth as tonight, singing live, Tony Perry is David Bowie!
Do you remember a guy this way? Such an early song. I heard a room about ground control. Oh no, don't say it's true. They got a message from the action man. I'm happy, hope you're happy too. I've loved all I've needed, love. of jackals in synthesis and I ain't got no money and I ain't got no hair. But I'm hoping to kick if this planet is glowing. Ashes to ashes, fun to funky. We know Major Tom's a junkie, strung out in heaven's high, hitting an all-time low. Time to kill, not till my sin. I stay clean tonight. Bring wheels to following me. Oh no, not again. I'm stuck with a valuable friend. I'm happy, hope you're happy too. One flash of light, but no smoking pistols. I've never done good things. I've never done bad things. I've never did anything out of the blue. Wow, wow. Wanna next to break the ice. Wanna come down right now. Ashes to ashes, fun to funky. We know Major Tom's a junkie, strung out in heaven's high, hitting an all-time low. My mama said to get things done, you better not mess with Major Tom. My mama said to get things done, you better not mess with Major Tom.
You are going to be invited out to so many coffee mornings with the girls after this. I'm telling you. Are you happy with the hairdo?
That's excellent.
It is. It's
I'm not
good.
gonna wash it for a month.
No, smashing hairdo, a smashing voice as well. I tell you, only a lifelong admirer of that man could have come up with a performance like that.
Thank
it
you.
was sensational.
Thank you.
And you enjoyed it too,
I
didn't
did.
you?
It was very good. Yeah,
Good
I really
man.
enjoyed it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Perry as David Bowie. Now, before the break, I'm going to give you a riddle. The answer will reveal the name of our next singer's biggest band. Loaves and fishes, burning bushes, a snake turns into a stick. All these things reveal a man who sings, and you'll find out who in a tick. I'm either really clever or really sad. See you in a mo, then. Welcome back to Stars in Their Eyes. Now, before the break, I gave you a riddle. Loaves and fishes, burning bushes, a snake turns into a stick. All these things reveal a man who sings, and you'll find out who in a tick. I'm scaring myself now. If you can work out what that means, it'll give you the name of our next star's biggest band. Get the band, you get the star. And here with some easier clues is star guest number 3.
My name's Mark Taylor, and I live in Shepherd's Bush in London. I live with my partner Helen. I met her in Ireland on a short trip that I had there. We now have a 3-year-old daughter, Courtney. She is absolute heaven. She's everything to us. I work as a contracts manager. I used to be on the tools myself, but my job now entails making sure that the work that is finished on time and the job's done correctly. I first sang when I was doing a nativity play at school when I was about 10 years old, and I never really sang again until I was on a cricket tour maybe 15 years later. Since finding out that I was going to be on the show, the nerves have just gone absolutely kaput. I am a nervous wreck, and I think I will enjoy it on the night, but I really would like for this to be over and done with so that I can get back to having a normal life and some sleep. See you later on. Lovely job, OK? Ta-da.
Sorry, but life will never be normal again for Mark Taylor. Can you believe watching that film that this man is as nervous as he says he is? Mind you, the nerves have got the better of you a bit, haven't they?
Oh, yeah. I mean, look at it. There is living proof. you know, since I've been on this show.
The hair really... What,
been to
because
the-
why?
Because of this show, you.
Because of me. Thank
You're
you,
to
Ben.
blame.
Those real your hair really is
They
falling
really
out,
are,
isn't it?
yeah.
What did the doctor say?
There's nothing he can do. It's going to grow back eventually.
Anyway, we're going to give you plenty more hair back tonight. So tell me about the person that you're going to be.
He's a Motown star.
Yes?
He wrote the hit by The Temptations, My Girl.
My God, we know that one. But I also gave you a riddle about the band that this man belonged to. And I said, if you get the band, you'll get the man. So what was the group?
The Miracles.
Tell us who you're going to be tonight.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Smokey Robinson.
Smokey Robinson! The doors are smoky and so is he. As tonight, singing live, Mark Taylor is Smokey Robinson!
Oh yeah, yeah. If there's a smile on my face, it's only there trying to fool the public. But when it comes down to fooling you, now honey, that's quite a different subject. But don't let my glad expression give you the wrong impression. Really, I'm sad, 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 sad and sad. I'm hurting so bad. Like a clown, I pretend to be glad. Now there's some sad things known to man, but ain't too much sadder than the tears of a clown when there's no one around. Oh yeah, baby. Now if I appear to be carefree, it's only to camouflage my sadness. In order to shield my pride, I try to cover this hurt with a show of gladness. But don't let my show convince you that I've been happy since you decided to go. Oh, I need you so. I'm hurt and I want you to know. But for others, I put on a show. Ooh, Lord, there's some sad things known to man, but ain't too much sadder than the tears of a clown when there's no one around. Oh yeah. Just like Pagliacci did, I try to keep my sadness hid, smiling at the public eye. But in another room, I cry tears of a clown when there's no one around. Oh yeah, baby. Now if there's a smile on my face, don't let my glad expression give you the wrong impression. Oh yeah, baby.
Well done, Mark. You weren't nervous doing that, were you? No, we could tell, because look, all your hair's grown back. I will say that took me right back to the 60s then. Spot on, Smokey Robinson. Absolutely there. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Taylor as Smokey Robinson! From soul to country, the title of this next country classic has been used for a film, a book, a painting and a poem. The song's been covered by everyone from a synth duo to an Aussie boy band. But like so many things, the original is always best. And here, in her original guise, is star guest number 4.
My name's Donna Atkinson and I'm from Prenton in Birkenhead. I've lived here ever since I was a little girl. I've worked in the garage for 2 years.
Do you want something
I am
bigger
employed
or-
as the service manager. I sold cars up until I came here and I thought, yes, I've got a job that I haven't got to sell cars. But it never worked out that way. I thought I was going to be sitting on my bum all day, bossing everybody around, but no.
Have a sit in.
I've got 2 children. Jordan, she's 7, and Ben, he's 5. Jordan's very, very like me. Loud, very narky, lovely as well, but she loves singing. Ben's into action things and old boy things. Little Demolition Man, really. They think it's absolutely fantastic. They're going around telling everybody I was a film star because I was going on Stars in Their Eyes.
Bringing herself in for a complete overhaul, please welcome Donna Atkinson. Oh, this is a woman who's well used to showbiz. You have reached some pretty dizzying heights already, haven't you?
I have, Matthew.
Yes. Didn't you win something?
I did. I entered a karaoke competition and I won, and the prize was a week's holiday and a place in the final.
Really? A week's holiday?
Yeah,
And
for 6.
For 6? And where was it?
Caravan in Wales.
Caravan in... No, I've had a lot of fun in Wales, in caravans, you know. Did you have fun in the caravan in Wales?
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah.
The first day that we got there, all the bedding was dirty, the caravan was rotten. Second day we woke up, me and my mum were covered in flea bites from head to toe.
Lovely.
Third day, my daughter tripped on the steps and got a bruise from the top of her leg to the bottom of her leg. Fourth day, my mum decided that she hadn't done anything, so she fell down the steps and we ended up in the hospital. So we spent the afternoon in the hospital. When we came back from the hospital, somebody had broke into the caravan, and after all that, I never won the final.
You poor thing. Tell me a little bit about this person that you're going to be.
She's a country and western singer, and she's from California. She's had 10 US albums in the charts.
Right. And she also has had some very unusual winnings, hasn't she?
She has. She's had 16 national and 8 world national championships for horse riding.
For horse riding. That's given it away, hasn't it? They're all going... Tell us who you're going to be tonight, Donna.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Lynn Anderson.
Lynn Anderson! An English Rose becomes an American. As tonight, singing live, Donna Atkinson is Lynn Anderson!
I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden, not on with the sunshine. There's gotta be a little rain sometime. When you take, you gotta give. So live, let live, or let go. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden. I could promise you things like big diamond rings, but you don't find roses growing on stalks of clover. So you better think it over. Well, if sweet talking you can make it come true, I would give you the world right now on a silver platter. But what would it matter? Just smile for a while and let's be jolly. Love shouldn't be so melancholy. Come on and share the good times while we can. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden along with the sunshine. There's gotta be a little rain sometime. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden. I could sing you a tune and
Good girl. You said that when you came through those doors, you'd be nervous, scared, excited, or screaming. Which one of those is it?
All of them.
Honestly, you look great. The transformation's fabulous. But you also said the thing that makes you most proud in the world is your kids, right?
Yeah, this is for them.
And the thing that'll make them most proud in the world is what you've just done. I think you're a top girl. Ladies and gentlemen, Donna Atkinson as Lynn Anderson! And as if by magic, the break appeared. We're back in a couple of minutes to see our final star guest become our final class act. He made it really big in the early 70s. He played guitar, and he was always fiddling with his wangy bar. What's his name? In the 70s, sometimes even he didn't know. But you will in just a moment. I'll see you. Welcome back to Stars in Their Eyes. It's been a guitar-dominated show tonight, and don't fret, there's more on the way. David Bowie sang Ziggy Played Guitar, jamming good with Weird and Gilly. David, just say no. And our next star played guitar, jamming good with Ginger and Jack. But unlike Bowie, he wasn't wearing a girly leotard while he did it. Unless there's something he's not told us. Here to fine-tune those clues is star guest number 5.
My name's Barry Sellers. I live in Harrogate, North Yorkshire. I own a music shop which sells guitars, amps, PA to the local music fraternity. I like to think we're a community shop here. That's where people can come in, have a chat, a cup of coffee. In fact, I think some days we serve more coffee than we do musical instruments. But again, that's all right. It's nice to have your job as your hobby. I live with Pauline. We've known each other for about the last 8 years, I suppose. I've got 4 brothers, 1 older and 3 younger. They're all sort of in middle age now, really, with children. The first time I ever sung in public was when I was 10. Teamed up with a friend of mine, and we stood in front of the whole school and performed these 2 songs. And I was famous in my own lunchtime. It was fantastic. I would describe myself as being fairly pedantic. I'm interested in things, and I'm very interested in people, which is why I enjoy my job so much.
So this stage should be a home from home for Barry Sellers. Now, you've had quite a long journey to get on this show, because you weren't always a brilliant singer, were you?
No, well, when I was younger, my father didn't think I could sing very well. And when he used to practice in my bedroom, he used to shout up encouraging remarks like, can you play The Sound of Silence, or can you play an A-flat in Bradford?
Who was it that nagged you to come here?
Well, that would be Pauline, my partner. She nagged me to send in the tape to Stars in Their Eyes. And
why did you do it, then?
Well, the thing is that people say I look like the person that I'm going to be tonight, and that's been going on for some years now. And I thought it was time to exercise it and clear it out of my life once and for all.
Get it out of your system, Barry. That's the main thing. Well, we know that you look like this man, so tell us a bit more about him.
Well, he became a musician when his grandparents bought him a guitar for his 14th birthday.
Right.
He was awarded 6 Grammys in 1992 for his Unplugged album.
Yeah.
And the song I'm going to do tonight, Matthew, is for George Harrison's former wife, Patty.
Who he, in fact, married, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah. So tell us who you're going to be tonight, Barry.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Eric Clapton.
Eric Clapton! It's going to be wonderful tonight. Singing live, Barry Sellers is Eric Clapton!
It's late in the evening.
this beautiful lady that's walking around with me. And then she asked me, do you feel alright? And I say yes, I feel wonderful tonight. I feel wonderful because I see the love light in your eyes. And the wonder of it all is that you just don't realize how much I love you. It's time to go home now, and I've got an aching head. So I give her the car key. She helps me to bed, and then I tell her as I turn out the light, I say, my darling, you are wonderful tonight. Oh, my darling, you are wonderful tonight.
The look is astonishing. And you did say in your film that you were very pedantic about things. And it pays off, doesn't it? Because that is so accurate with the voice as well.
Thank you.
And if Eric ever needs a new guitar, he could come to you, couldn't he? And come to think of it, if he ever needs a new voice, he could come to you as well, couldn't he? Ladies and gentlemen, Barry Sellers has Eric Clapton! Well, we've seen all 5-star guests, but before our studio audience propel one into the live grand final, let's just see how they rocked our world tonight. First, Rachel Scott flew high as Joan Jett. Tony Perry fell to earth as David Bowie.
We know Major Tom's a junkie.
Mark Taylor really was a miracle as Smokey Robinson.
The tears of a clown when there's no one around.
Donna Atkinson, by any other name, was Lynn Anderson. And Barry Sellers was king of the fretboard, Eric Clapton.
You are wonderful tonight.
Studio audience, cast your votes now. Will it be Joan Jett, David Bowie, Smokey Robinson, Lynn Anderson, or Eric Clapton? And the winner is David Bowie! Is it scary or is it just a nightmare to walk in the Stillies?
Well, it's very hard to walk in the Stillies, but yeah, I can't believe this. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, no, not unbelievable
I'm
at all.
staggered.
No, well, I'm telling you, we talked about the attention to detail about the way you look, but honestly, if we put you in a sack, we'd have known who that was that you were doing. absolutely marvellous. I'll tell you something else. It's one thing to be proud of making a peg bag. But
Peg bag.
does this beat a peg bag, I'm wondering?
I think it does, yeah. It probably does, big time, yeah.
Absolutely deserved it. And they were such a great bunch tonight as well.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
The audience had such a hard job. And once again, 5 fantastic voices grace the stage, but only one can grace it again in the live grand final. So Tony joins our very first winner from last week. 7 days ago, sales administrator Deborah Lee Burns sold herself perfectly as disco diva Gloria Gaynor. Thanks to all our star guests, thanks to our studio audience for making that difficult decision, but most of all, thanks to Tony Perry as David Bowie. Good night. Well done.
Do you remember a guy that's been in such an early song? I heard a rumor about ground control. Oh no, don't say it's true. They got a message from the action man. I'm happy, hope you're happy too. I've loved all I've needed, love. Sordid details following. The shrieking of nothing is killing. Just pictures of Jack girls in synthesis. And I ain't got no money and I ain't got no hair. But I'm hoping to kick if this planet is glowing. Ashes to ashes, fun to funky. We know Major Tom.
If you've got the voice, we've got the stage. For details on how you could be walking through those famous doors on the next series of Stars in Their Eyes, phone 0870 400 4000 for an application form.